What if the AI you use every day is secretly part of a hidden arms race? A race that could change global power forever. Right now, as you scroll through your phone or ask a virtual assistant for the weather, a different kind of artificial intelligence is being built in the shadows. This isn't about making your life more convenient. It's about power, control, and strategy. Across the globe, governments and corporations are quietly pushing AI far beyond what the public sees. They are weaponizing intelligence in hidden military labs, inside heavily guarded corporate offices, and on countless servers humming away in secret data centers. The next generation of warfare is being forged. This isn't happening in some distant future. It's happening right now. From the United States and China to Russia and the European Union, an unseen and largely unregulated competition is underway. It's a race to develop the smartest, fastest, and most autonomous systems on the planet. And the finish line is unknown. The stakes, nothing less than global dominance. This isn't just about building better weapons. It's about creating an intelligence so powerful it could operate beyond human control, a force that could become unstoppable. The concept itself isn't new. The thirst for a technological edge in conflict is as old as war itself. During the Cold War, nations poured immense resources into nuclear technology, spy satellites, and stealth aircraft, all in a desperate bid to gain an advantage. More recently, the battlefield shifted to cyberspace, with digital warfare becoming a key part of national defense. Nations have always sought that one breakthrough that could make them invincible. But artificial intelligence is different. It's not just another tool. A stealth bomber can be tracked. A cybernetic leaves a digital footprint. But an advanced state, its decisions, its strategies, its very learning process could be almost invisible until it's too late. History is repeating itself. But Tistem, the code is being written in algorithms and neural networks, creating a new kind of weapon that thinks for itself. And it's not just governments in this race. The big tech companies you know and trust are at the very heart of it. They're not just building chatbots to help you write emails, or developing self-driving cars to navigate city streets. Their research and development have a dual purpose. Behind closed doors, in high-tech corporate labs, protected by layers of security, they are creating AI with direct military applications. We're talking about sophisticated surveillance drones that can identify targets autonomously, powerful cyberweapons capable of disabling an entire country's infrastructure, and the early stages of autonomous combat systems robots, designed for the battlefield. While they publicly talk about innovation for a better world, their technology is quietly being adapted for warfare. Is it simply innovation, or is it weaponization by another name? The line is becoming dangerously blurred. From DARPA projects in the United States, which have funded AI research for decades, to specialized AI battalions being formed in China, governments are racing to integrate artificial intelligence directly into their national defense strategies. This isn't science fiction, it's official policy. The goal is to create smarter, faster, and more lethal military forces. The problem is that most of this work happens completely out of the public eye, with little to no oversight or international regulation. Decisions that could affect all of humanity are being made in secret, without public debate or consent. While we see ceremonial military parades and staged war games, the real development is hidden in plain sight, funded by taxpayers who have no idea what they're paying for. The ethical and global risks are staggering. What happens when an autonomous weapon, a killer robot, makes a life-or-death decision on the battlefield without human intervention? Who is responsible if it makes a mistake? Imagine a cyber AI designed to protect a nation's network, deciding to launch a preemptive strike that cripples another country's critical infrastructure, shutting down power grids, hospitals, and financial systems. We're talking about chaos on a global scale. Yet, there is almost no accountability framework for these scenarios. The international community is far behind the technology, and the global impact remains a terrifying unknown. The potential for miscalculation, for an AI to escalate a conflict on its own, or for these weapons to fall into the wrong hands, presents a threat unlike any we have ever faced. What could go wrong? The answer is everything. And this isn't just a theoretical danger. Some of these projects already exist and are being deployed today. We see AI-controlled drones being used for surveillance and targeted strikes, automated defense systems that can identify and neutralize threats in seconds, and sophisticated cyber-attic algorithms that are constantly probing for weaknesses in global networks. The line between science fiction and present-day reality has been crossed. These tools are no longer concepts from a movie. They are active components of modern military arsenals. And as the technology advances at an exponential rate, its capabilities will only become more powerful and more autonomous. The future we were warned about is already here. This creates a dangerous arms race dynamic. The competition isn't just a military one between nations. It's a multi-layered race involving governments, their defense contractors, and the massive tech corporations that develop the core AI technologies. Each player is constantly trying to outpace the others, driven by fear and ambition. If one country develops a more advanced combat AI, its rivals feel compelled to develop something even better, creating a never-ending cycle of escalation. In this race for technological supremacy, ethics and safety often take a backseat. The pressure to innovate faster means cutting corners on testing, ignoring potential risks, and deploying systems before they are fully understood. The faster the AI gets, the higher the stakes become for everyone. It's a competition without clear boundaries and with no obvious end. Despite the monumental dangers, the public remains largely unaware of this secret arms race. The narrative we are fed is one of helpful AI assistance and futuristic conveniences. The darker side is rarely discussed. Media headlines may touch on the issue occasionally, but they often fail to convey the true scale and urgency of the problem. Regulatory bodies, both national and international, are struggling to keep up with the sheer speed of technological development. The laws and treaties we have were written for a different era. They're simply not equipped to handle the challenge of autonomous weapons and weaponized AI. This leaves all of humanity exposed, vulnerable to decisions being made in secret by a handful of engineers and policymakers. We know far too little about the forces that are shaping our future. The secret AI arms race is not a distant threat. It is happening now, all around us, hidden behind code and corporate confidentiality. This is not a call for panic, but a call for awareness. Transparency from governments and corporations, accountability for the technology they create, and robust public oversight are not just good ideas. They are crucial for our survival. We have a right to know what is being built in our name and with our resources. It's time to start asking the hard questions, to demand answers, and to ensure that the future of artificial intelligence is guided by shared human values, not by a hidden agenda of power and control. We need to stay informed and question everything before it's too late.